Welcome back to Teshkid FX for another Hbar Hedera price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you the short-term and the long-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out. And before I kickstart the video, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also check out the channel membership. And allow me to kickstart the video here on the daily chart by first giving you the long-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out, and also give you a recap of what has been happening, where you can see that Hbar from these low prices that we had been trading within, we saw a very nice bounce to the upside, making it to an all-time high at around the $0.59 mark in what I'm terming as a higher Elliot wave count 1 to the upside. And after seeing the all-time high, we started the bear market, where we have been seeing no prices in this ABC corrective structure, which has now taken us back to around the $0.0356 mark in what I'm terming as a higher Elliot wave count 2 to the lower side. And after seeing the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 2, whatever we expect next on the long-term scenarios is a bounce to the upside in the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 3, and using the trend based Fibonacci, connecting it from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave. That gives me a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, which perfectly lies at around the $0.9572 mark, and that is the minimum that I would expect this wave 3 to the upside to do before we see a wave 4 and then continue pushing even higher in the formation of that wave 5. And that is what I'm expecting to play out on the long-term scenarios. And getting to the short-term scenarios, starting here on the daily chart, which we are where we have a chart pattern that has been in formation, and that chart pattern is a descending channel, which is a channel that has continued to be well respected, giving us more than 3 touch points. And you can see here on the daily chart, we managed to break above the 20-day MA, meaning it's now acting as support for us to continue pushing even higher, and we have the support that we need for us to continue pushing even higher and give us a breakout out of the channel to the upper side. And once the breakout is in, then we can expect a retest of that upper side of the channel. Then from there we can continue pushing even higher, and once that move plays out, then that will be the start of that impulsive movement that I'm expecting in the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 3 to the upside. And giving you the short-term scenarios here on the 1-hour chart. Here on the 1-hour chart, it's you can clearly see the low that we made at around the $0.0356 mark in what I'm terming as a higher Elliot wave count 2 to the lower side. And after seeing that low, we have been seeing a very nice bounce to the upside in a move that has been obeying the Elliot wave structures, having that as the first wave to the upside. Then we saw the formation of a second wave, then this is the wave 3, then I'm expecting a wave 4 before we continue pushing even higher in the formation of that wave 5 to complete the formation of that higher Elliot wave count 1 to the upside. And using the trend based Fibonacci, we can get to see whether this wave 3 has done the minimum that we expect a wave 3 to the upside to do by connecting the trend based Fibonacci from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave. And that gives me a minimum target area at the fib level 1.618, which is a target area that we have fully maximized, and even managed to break above that key area on the Fibonacci's and continued pushing even higher, making our peak in the formation of that wave 3 at around the $0.0461 mark. And there are chances that we might have seen the high for this wave 3 to the upside at around the $0.461 mark, and whatever we are seeing right here might be the start of that corrective structure that we expect in the formation of that wave 4. And assuming that the high is in at around the $0.0461 mark, we can sketch out a minimum retracement area to the lower side in the formation of this wave 4 by connecting the Fibonacci's from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, and that gives me a minimum retracement area between the fib level 0.5 and the fib level 0.618, which perfectly lies between the $0.0414 mark and the $0.0403 mark, and I can mark that target area here on the charts. And in the formation of that wave 4, which is a corrective wave, I will also be expecting to see an ABC corrective structure, having the wave C fully maximizing the formation of that wave 4 to the lower side. And that is what I'm expecting to play out here on the short-term scenarios. And for that to also play out, I expect Hbar to lose the key area of support at around the $0.0439 mark. And once we lose that key area of support, then we can continue pushing even lower for us to fully maximize the formation of these higher Elliot wave count wave 4 before we see another bounce to the upside in the formation of this wave 5, and also taking a look at the indicators to see what movements will be supported here. On the RSI, we are trading at around the 48 mark, meaning we have massive room for us to support any movements to the upper side and also to the lower side to fully maximize the formation of that wave 4. And also taking a look at the MACD, we have printed a bearish cross which fully supports the formation of that wave 4. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll keep you updated.